Hey everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch Stories from Motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
Can I speak to Mr. Robert Pressley?
This is him.
Hey, I'm Douglas. I'm with Blue Flag Media. I'm wondering if you'd answer some questions about your racing career for a book I'm writing.
And this is who?
Douglas Kenny.
Douglas Kenny.
D.O.
You're with what place?
Blue Flag Media.
Blue Flag Media.
Yeah. Would you mind answering some questions for a book we're writing about racing?
Well, I will try to answer a couple of them.
Thank you. And they're going to be easy ones, so it's just, they're going to be easy as I can make them. The first question is, when it came to the NASCAR garages, who was your best friend?
Really, you just had a lot of friends. I mean, the camaraderie was everybody got along really great. Now, on the track, it was a little bit different, but, I can't just pinpoint one was the best friend of anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers. How did your faith guide you in your career, if you do have a faith?
Oh, yeah, it was so important in it. The greatest thing about our sport during the era I went through it was that we was able to have MRO, the Motor Racing Outreach Ministry with it. And, it made it so much easier for us because we've been gone 36, 38 Sundays. It was hard to be at our local church. And then with my family with me all the time, it was just very good.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just what I've heard. When Michael Waltrip crashed at Bristol in 1990, they said that you were part of it. Is that true or false?
We was racing together there. He was behind me, and, the racetrack was coming apart, so, it was the closest, I would say I was the closest car to him. Nobody ever touched or anything.
Ah, so nobody touched, okay.
No.
So, when you were briefly on Kevin Harvick's bumper at Chicagoland back in 2001, do you think if you would have gotten under him, you would have won that race?
We'll never know. I know that when the restart started back at Chicago, that I probably have never drove as hard or has had as much willpower as what I was trying to do that day to, just be able to get there enough to take the air off of him or be able to get inside of him. And he was just so strong the first 3 years that we went to Chicago, and that being the very first year, I look back, he was, I'll say that he had a little better car than us, and he was a, young guy at that time racing, and he was very hungry too, but I don't think nobody was as hungry as I was that day for a win.
Yeah, I really as a huge racing fan, I gotta really give you one on that. To be honest, if you're racing against a champion like Kevin Harvick, that's something that, people are gonna remember you for, they say.
Yes.
But I have to give you one on your run, because not a lot of people can say that, they had a chance at winning a race like you,
I wish we could have got one. We got the Busch wins and the truck wins, but, I always say Chicago was the best finish we had and the closest we ever come to winning.
Yeah, everybody was really impressed with your run. That's what I can tell you. And another question I have is, which is the best Indianapolis 500 you watched in your life?
I can sit and say I have never watched the Indy 500. I have watched bits and pieces of it, but has never sat through and watched one. I just always liked A.J. Foyt as a young guy as I was growing up, but I've never really been interested in the IndyCar side of racing.
Oh, are you serious?
That is odd. We was just always, I hate to say it, just never got interested in dirt racing or modified racing. Was just strictly, like the stock car end.
Yeah. There's been a lot of good finishes. It's kind of hard for me to say which one's my favorite, to be honest. And this is the final question I have. If you ever got another top opportunity to race in Cup, like with Hendrick or Joe Gibbs or Penske, would you take the offer even though you're kind of out of the sport?
20 years ago or today?
Well,
you're talking about today.
Yeah, I'm talking about today.
No, absolutely not. I left Homestead for my last race, and I've helped my son, for 10 years racing, done a little driver coaching, Marcus Ambrose, and then worked with a couple other kids throughout, and I've never been back on the racetrack since the day I got out that day. I believe I give it my best the whole time. I may not have made some right decisions of which team I should have went to, but I don't regret any of them. I had a very good career. I was very happy, and when I quit, I just decided that was going to be it. And if I was in Jimmy Johnson's car, if he is the best car out there, there's no way I could run with the kids that's out there today. I know that, and that ain't what a lot of people want to hear or what they want to believe. But it comes a day when you can't do it no more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, thank you. The name of the book is Life at the Checkered Line, My Life as a NASCAR Superfan.
When will it be out?
It'll probably be out sometime in the next decade. Once I get all my interviews with race drivers done, and once I, have followed the sport long enough, I'll publish it. And I think I'll send you a copy for free.
Well, I would appreciate that, or let us know where to get one.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope I got that on footage. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest.
And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.